Hey there, coin lovers. Just enjoying a little cranberry juice in my new Risers mug. We got a good show today. I hope y'all enjoy it. Last time we did the Carson City reverse side, especially the mint marks. And you might recall we went over the whole notion that the first year of issue was 1878. They used little round CCs kind of like this. And every other year from Carson City, they used the larger oblong C, and they looked sort of like this. Now they were configured different ways. They leaned, or they were whatever it was. But all years except for the first had the oblong C. And we went over that on part one of this series. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But today we're going to look at the other side of the coin. Now, every coin has three sides really, but we're going to look at the reverse side, the obverse side, and take a look at, especially at the date. Now, to check the date on the 89 Carson City, you have to get down in there. You have to get out your loop, probably, unless you have very good eyesight. The denticles are those little notches all around the coin, and they will serve as markers as to where the date will begin. Now, while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and move this other camera over here across the room so that you can see maybe what we have set up. Now, I very hurriedly made this thing, so don't criticize it too harshly. Let's change the scene here. Okay, now we can kind of see right here the biggest coin in the world at 36-inch diameter. And what you're talking about, Anna Willis, what happened to your head? This is the truncation of Anna Willis Williams's head, would normally be there. And the date, 1889. The font on these, it's not just right, but for what we're talking about, it will work. Now, I have seen, you probably saw it just now on the title screen. You saw a date that looked kind of like this. The 9's usually a little high like that, where beginning at where the point points to, which would be right here, where this tape shows that little notch, the point points to the notch right here. We go 1, 2, and then the number starts. That's the way it is on the coin on my title screen, and that is a fake. There, according to Van World, there are no legitimate 1889 Carson Cities that have the date in this position. There is a bunch of them in the what they call the normal date position. That would be 2.5 denticles. Now, please, like I said, I made this in a big hurry. My denticles are not exactly identical, so please keep that in mind. There is, so we have no 2 denticle dates. We do have 2.5 denticle dates, and we have 3 denticle dates. This is called the far date. That 2.5 denticle date, that one was called the normal date position. This is the far date, and it is, like I say, roughly 3 denticles from our register point here. Now, a good many of the legitimate 1889 Carson Cities have this far date. Now, I have also seen this, and I've only seen this on a Philly coin so far. And this is what they call the very far, where the date begins at 1, 2, 3.5 denticles off of the register point. So the very far date does not occur in Carson City at all. If you see a Carson City coin with the very far date at 3.5 denticles, you know it is fake. So the only real ones are the 2.5 denticles, something like this. Now that 9 usually sits a little high like that, and the 8 is kind of in line with it. To me, it looks like the 18s go together and the 89s go together. The 89s are slanted, it seems like, on the real ones. So we got the 2.5 denticle normal date position, and we have the 3 denticle far date position. Again, the 9 would be a little high like that. Those are the only two that are legitimate. So, hang on just a second. I'll move the little furniture around here. Take a look at this coin. The coin on your screen is the same one that was on the title screen, and it is a fake. We know from last week, pardon me while I jumble things around a little bit. We know from our last show that if we look at the mint mark on this coin, we see it does have the tall CCs, but they appear to be perfectly centered and perfectly straight up and down, and pretty much perfectly in line with one another. And that's a little too perfect for hand punched mint marks. Take a look at this. These are the only legitimate mint marks that we know of for the 1889 Carson City key date coin. This according to VAM World, by the way, these date positions. So none of those really match what we've got. If we look back at our coin here, all of these are, this is just foreign to the legitimate ones. By the way, on a little rabbit trail, it wouldn't be a Hoogie's Hobby Shop without at least one rabbit trail. This eagle looks like he's wearing like a mock turtleneck or something. Look at the feathers. All his neck feathers are showing, but none of the chest feathers are showing. That's quite a feat for a coin to wear like that. It's another dead giveaway that the coin is a fake. This one came into our local coin store, which is, you know, good friends of ours, and we are using their photos with their permission. So here we have the date on their coin. I'm going to enlarge it because I just can't see those denticles very well in that small of a space. But here we go. We've got the point of Anna Willis's neck coming down to the, and y'all can't see my cursor, but from that register point, I see 1, 2 denticles, and then a very weird looking 1, by the way, 8, 8, 9, and the arrangement of 8, 8, 9 looks about right, but that 1 looks like a fake, and it's definitely in the wrong spot at the 2 denticle position. So we know that according to VAM World, that thing is not going to fly. That's not real, and it sure enough it did not weigh out to the 26.7 grams that it needed to. So here we are. Now we're back in place again. So we got the numerals down pat. We can take another look over here at the date positions. These will make a little bit more sense to you now. You see the normal date at the top, the far date in the middle, and the very far date, which is only found, as far as I know, it's only found on the Philadelphia coins, this one down here. So these here hopefully will make a little better sense to you guys. Here we are. So be on the lookout for all of the key date fakeries. We're gonna do some more looking at that stuff here in upcoming videos. But with Carson City, the 89 cc, just be aware that there's only one style of mint mark. There's only 3 positions for this mint mark to be in, and there's only 2 positions that the date can be in. Anything else is a forgery, a fake, or some kind of a trick. So anyway, I hope that sheds some light on the subject, and hope everyone's collection is coming on very nicely. We'll see you hares next time. I'm Scott. This has been the Hobby Shop, and don't forget, get yourself a Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium coffee cup and put a little cranberry juice in it. It's very good for urinary tract health. We'll see you guys.